Hello, welcome to this episode. And today I'm going to show you from scratch. If not actually from scratch, I'm going to explain some things and show you how it works. Okay, so first of all, before you design any website, then you need to check for the domain name availability. So we have some websites that you can use to do that, though every platform or reseller, we call it resell, that you want to buy a domain or hosting from, you can actually search availability from there. But why we advise you use this website, whois.com. So I'll type it in here. Because they have complete database of every domain out there. You can also use it to check issues with your domain. If your domain has been unregistered, if it is not pointing to an actual name server and stuff like that. So let me show you that. So you come here to this point is for domains that are already active and you want to check situations with them if they are still active. Like, let me see this domain, I want to check its availability or details about it. You can actually find some details, so here you see a lot of details. They said it's available to purchase. That means there is no detail again about it. So you can also check another one. So this one is going to show you that it's already purchased, and this is the expiry date and stuff like that. These are the name servers. This is registrar contact. So this is where you check that. But for something else, if you want to check the domain that you want to buy, so let's say this is what I want to check if it's available. I click on search, and you're going to see the availability. So it's going to bring up some results and show you suggestions, and also show you the ones that are available and the ones that are not. Okay, so these are the suggestions. .net is available, .com is available. We know .com is an extension, top level domain extension. Okay, .net is also, both of them are owned by the same person, but you can use either of them anytime, depends on what your client wants. Okay, so that being said, now we move to finding a hosting service, popularly Namecheap and GoDaddy, all those domain name providers, NameSilo, and all of them. So they are out there for you to use to purchase domains. Hostinger. So when purchasing a domain, there is no safety. There is nothing like if you purchase from here it is safer, if you purchase from here it's not safe. So you can choose any of those providers. And also for our local business, right here we use local resellers like Extra Host Pro, Niger Web Host, Light Hosting, Hostasis, and a lot of them. So I'm going to show you how to purchase with Hostinger. So you just open an account with them, but if you don't have any account already, you just need to try and make a purchase. So let's say you want to buy a domain. You want to buy a domain name from them. That is how you start. So you go straight to domains. So you put the name you want to buy. This is just a sample. Nice. You search for it, and it will tell you it's available, and you add to cart. So in case of your domain registrant contact, you can use your actual name, or you can use a fake name. So you can actually generate a fake name, or you come to Google as always and search fake profile generator. Something like that. Shows you something like this. So here now you can see a detail of somebody that doesn't exist, so you can use it as your details in everything that you want to do. Apart from this card details, this doesn't work. This doesn't work, so you use all these other ones if you like though. So what you actually need is your name and the address and the zip code or phone number, but the email you should use is the email that you have access to, not a fake email. Use an actual email. Maybe create an email for this actually, so nothing much. So for the hosting, I don't advise you buy a hosting with hosting. I don't advise, but it depends on the type of work. For legitimate jobs and website that you want to be up steady, you use Namecheap hosting to buy the hosting. You can also buy the domain from them, but for casual jobs, like we all know, you buy from majority of the Nigerian hosting that we have. So you can just search Google Nigerian hosting resellers, and you are sure to see a lot of them. Even the ones I've not seen before, you can see lots and lots of them. So but I use this one, Light Hosting. It's good anyway. So you purchase from them. I have an account with them, so you just go straight to there. So you can use it as your startup, you log in. So you see I have 13 services and 18 domains with them. Some of these domains have been taken down, so that's to tell you that buying a domain from this place or that place doesn't make it safe. The only thing with Nigerian hosting is your hosting account is protected. Like they don't take it down as usual as all these foreign hosting companies. So that's the good thing about them. Then next on the list is unless you are using a Nigerian hosting reseller, do not buy a hosting account the same place you buy a domain. You buy a domain somewhere else, you buy a hosting account somewhere else. So that's where it comes to name servers. So let me choose a domain. So let me show you what changing a name server means. Just on that domain, you come somewhere below and you see change the name server as your domain point. So when you purchase a new hosting account, they tell you, they send you those details to your email, where you see the hosting details and you see the place where they wrote name server, name server 1 and name server 2. So this is name server 1, name server 2. Some have 3, 4. So you fill all of them as custom name server and you click on change or save change. So that is how that one is done. That is if you buy a domain a different place and buy a hosting different place. So after buying the hosting, you go back to where you bought the domain and find where they say change name server. So you change it from the default name server to your custom name server, which is the one that you get from the hosting account. So if not, if you click on the domain name, it will not link you. So let's go to the work in full. Now let's say we bought the hosting. So let me show you how the hosting email looks like. So you get an email like new account information, and you can see the domain name, you can see the login details to the hosting, and now you can see the name server. So if you are using an existing domain with your new hosting, you need to update the name server to point to the name server listed below. So this is how the email looks like, and this is what you copy and go to that point and paste and paste. So this is 1, this is 2. Some have 3, 4. So just make sure you paste all of them that the space is provided, and you're good to go. So when you get a new hosting, this is how it looks like. When you log into your cPanel, you should know this is how it looks like, and this is email account where you create emails, like web mail. So excuse me, mails that have the domain name as the host you get. So this is where you create it, and if you go back a little, so next thing is file manager. So it's simple. If you have a WordPress website, if you want to do a WordPress website, you just go to this point, WordPress manager by Softaculous. You just go here, do the quick installation. It's simple, it doesn't take stress. Then after the installation, you click login there, and you log into your WordPress dashboard. I don't think we are trying to do a WordPress website, so this is for another thing. So you just click install, fill in the details that comes up, and you are good to go. But let's go back to the business of the day. Alright, so now this is an already existing hosting, so I'm not going to be doing anything directly here. If you open the file manager, if it's hard for you to find all these things, you can just come right here and type it in file manager, and you see it. So I'm going to take you through the process one after the other. So file manager is opened, and this is the files, and be careful not to delete anything here. So but this is where you should focus on, this folder public_html. So this folder right here is where everything you want to do. So this is where it is. So this is where everything about that website is saved. You understand? This is where it is saved. So this is everything controlling the website, and this is where you upload your stuff. But because of what we are doing, I'm not going to counter this. I'm going to use a subdomain, which is also going to give me the same feel. Like you see, this is here. This here is a folder for a subdomain. So let's get to creating this subdomain. To create the subdomain, it's actually here. You click on domains. I don't think it's actually part, but you click on create a new domain. Now to make it a subdomain is you make sure that you have the actual domain that is hosted on the site. Sometimes it's written here, so this is the actual domain. So what you do is you put a name to then you put dot, put the actual domain name that is the main domain of this hosting account. So this way now it is a subdomain. You click on submit like this. No, do not click any other thing. So you can submit. And successfully we have created a new subdomain. Okay, so this is it. So you click here to go to the directory. So whenever you get a new hosting and you go to public_HTML, this is what it looks like actually. So when you get a new hosting and you come here, anytime you get a new hosting and you open the file manager, go to settings first and see these two things. Click it, like tick it to be on like this. Tick it on, show hidden files, and disable character encoding verification dialogues to make your work easy and simple. So that's done. Now we go straight to uploading the scripts that we have. So the scripts that we want to use, so I named this is, I need to search it right here. So let me go searching. I just passed it. So this is the name of the script for me. So let's wait till it is uploaded. So while it's uploading, I'm going to teach you another thing. Sometimes you get samples from people. First thing you do is to check something. So let me use a sample I got from someone. Okay, this is the sample link. Now you enter, and there are many ways to find out how the website is. So first of all, you open the link. You're not always going to have every script, you know, so you work based on what you have. So now I'm going to test two things on this website. I'm going to test two things to actually find out what it is. So I think this is looking like a WordPress something. So first, every WordPress site /wp dash every WordPress site, if you do this, it takes you to the login for the admin. So dang, this is not a WordPress site. Even that that template is a WordPress template, but it was not hosted on a WordPress site. So that gives us another test. So that means this website could be just a HTML template that was cloned. So to know that, I'm going to right click anywhere and go to view page source. Okay, so view page source. Now look at this, mirrored from foxbittraders.com. So this could actually be the real site, but this person that did this just did the mirroring. So instead of us mirroring from this one, you can also mirror from the place you mirrored from, because during the mirroring process a lot of things can happen. Unfortunately, the site we've copied from is down, it's no longer functional, so we are not going to use it. We don't have any choice than to mirror from this other. Now we have found out that what we're going to do is do mirroring. So next thing we want to check is what script was attached to this template, because this is just a template. Call it front end. This is what's just the front end. It's nothing. It doesn't have any login code behind it. Some can code something behind it, but it doesn't have. I'll check the login link. So now if you click on login, you see that the login link leads you to a subdomain which is saved as account.allcoininvest.com. Now when I come here, you can see that okay, this is a different script altogether. Now why I'm using this is because in this script the person did a very bad work. You can see the name here is different from the name here, so this wasn't clean. So I'm going to show you exactly how to edit all that. So this is just the script, and if you know it, you will know it, but if you don't know it, you might not recognize it. So I know this script and I have used it before, so I recognize it once. Alright, so nothing much again. So now let's mirror that front end. So there is a software called HT-Track or HTT-Track. So we're going to use that. Alright, so what you do is just copy the domain name. Let me show you how to use that HT-Track. You can install it on any system. So double click and open the HT-Track website copier. So click on next. It's not that hard. Project name, just name it anything. Try to be easy. Next. You put the web address. So this is the website address. Next. I'm just in the process of copying. So we're going to wait. Don't know how long it might take. Might not take long, but let's wait. So while we wait, I think you can as well go back here and so our upload is completed. You click go back to home. Okay, so you extract the file after installing it. After uploading it, you click on extract. You close, reload so that the files will come out. Okay, so everything is here now, as you can see. So next thing we do is to create a database. So you go to your tools, you search MySQL database wizard. This is it, MySQL database wizard. So now create a database, any name. So I'm using this name, tutors. I use the same name for everything, like the database name, database user, so it will be easy for you to identify which is which. So you don't need to come and say which one did I use for the name, which one did I use for the user. You get. So for the password, I'll just use this because it's copy it once, you paste it into the 3 places. Alright, so this is it. Create user. Alright, so you see the user is the same name, database is the same name, and comfortably the password is still the same thing. So you select all privileges, make changes, and that's all. You have a database file. So next you go here, same search bar, put php my admin. So you click on that php my admin. So now look at that database here, it's going to be empty. So the database file I'm going to be sending you, you just need to import it. The database file is also here, I think so. So this is the database file. You can just come here and download it, but I will not want to be downloading it and having a lot of it in my system. So I have it already, so I just need to go and import it. So if you select this first, select the database table that you want to open. I click on this import, I click on choose file. So the file is already downloaded here. So after selecting it, click on import, and it takes some time anyway. So let's check our track, httrack. Alright, so you can see it's done. If it shows you like this, it means it's done. So you just click on finish, and that is all. So to locate this file, you just need to go to your files and go to this PC, go to local disk. You see this folder, my website. So you know what I saved it with tutors. Okay, so now we can't use all of this. So what you need to use is what you need to do is just, this is where the main website is from. Yes, so this is the folder for that template, all of those things. This is where it is. Okay, so go back. Now look at these things here. They don't actually make so much sense. So what you do is either we select all of this and compress it. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, so as things are, I'm going to actually direct you on how to use this front end, even as I'm not actually using it that way. So now you select all of these things, right click and compress to zip file. So compress it to zip file and name it anything. Maybe let's name it front end tutors. So you're going to be uploading it. Alright, so let's get to where we are. So our import has been successfully finished. Okay, we're done importing the database, and that's okay. So next thing, now you go to that place where the files are. So this folder .env, remember, if you don't do this thing, show hidden files, before uploading this, you will not see these folders dot. So this means show dot files. So if you click on edit, remember what we copied. So you just come here, paste. Sorry, this is not it. This is it. And the name of your website, you put it here. Remember, if you're going to install this script in a folder called account.yourmaindomainname.com, this is what you're going to put here, that account. So anywhere you install it, that's where, anywhere you upload this thing, that's the name you put here. If you install it in the direct website, you just put the direct website without putting any subdomain name. So after doing this, you just save. So these are the 4 changes you need to make in that env file and nothing else. So with that done, everything is connected. Let's check. Okay, so this is an issue that can come up. Say composer detected issues in your platform. Your composer dependency requires a PHP version of greater than or equal to 8.1. So this script actually needs your PHP version to be 8.1 or higher. So your hosting provider, you have search PHP, you see multi PHP manager, I click on it. So these more reasons why you install this script as main domain or a subdomain, so because so that it will be easy for you to change this thing. So this is it. See, the PHP is operating on the 7.4, so I go right here, select 8.1 and apply. So it has been applied, and let's refresh. And if we are right, good. So this is the script. As you can see, if you click on register, you see now that it has the same, let's see, it has the same thing with this one. See, it's the same. You now understand what I mean by the script is the same thing. So this is the same script. See, you cannot even notice that I'm changing screens. Just imagine I'm changing tabs, but it's not even changing anything on the screen. Okay, so but if you go back, it shows you this. Whereby if you go back here, this is where it takes you to. Okay, because there is a redirect on that website, that whenever you go there, it takes you. I'll show you that. So with that being said, I think the next thing is to show you how to use this front end to get this script. So now we've seen the installation process, but since we are not going to use our main domain, I want to show you, I want to put all this in a folder. Okay, I want to put all this in a folder. So select all of it apart from this. First of all, I'll create a folder and name it tutorials. So the folder is here. So I'll select all apart from the folder, this and this, and move it /tutorials. Move. So everything is moved inside there. Now uploading that front end. So select file, remember where it is, my website, it is in a folder named tutorials, to front end, open. So it's installing, uploading rather. and that is done. If it shows green, that's when it's done actually. So it's green, we click on go back. So you can use this understanding to do virtually every other thing. We've done with it. You click on extract. Load. Okay, so this is the folder where the website files are, but I don't want them to be inside here, so I actually have to select all of them and move it out. So move it out to here directly. So now look, when we refresh this, look at what it shows us. It's no longer this stuff. It's not going to show us this. This is going to show. It's actually loading. So you see we are able to clone it and use it. But remember the links there are still the one from that website, allcoininvest.com/register. So as simple as it is, I'm not going to waste time on this. I'm going to show you just how to deal with it. So every button here is a folder. You can trace it down on the left part of the screen. You can see it. It shows the link to this or that. You see the folder about.html. This one investment.html, faq.html, contact.html, and statistics.html. This one is not clickable, so this one is login. This login is just a link that is said /register. So you edit this login link on every folder. Okay, so let's see how we do one. So the index.html is the first page. This page that shows here is index.html. So we are going to start with editing it first. This is the HTML folder, so you click on right click and edit. So clicking on that, so now we know the website we copied it from, so we Control F. It's going to find all links that has that in. So we do allcoininvest.com. allcoininvest.com. Now we have 12 places where that name is. You can see it's being highlighted. So from the first one is there. You don't actually need, you can change it or you can clean this thing so somebody cannot do what you did on your website. If you don't want them to be able to track it, you just delete this stuff. Or if you don't want to, you can still leave it. So next one is this allcoininvest.com. So to replace those things now, what you need to do, you just want to replace the name, the link name. You just need to do after Control F, replace Control H, and it shows you replace it. So you replace with, which name are we using? We are using tutors .org. So this is what we are using. You can only use this like this, like you can only put the link directly if if you are installing this on a main domain. But if you want to do it as these people did it, that means we need to create another subdomain named account.yourmainwebsite.com. So what you need to do is just change only this. So you have a subdomain in your website that has this. But to just show you how this link works, to show you that it works actually, if you change this. Now, where did you put our own? We put it in this page slash tutors. So if you replace it now, you see to replace, this is the login link. To replace login register link, to replace, and here's another login link. Replace, another login link, another login link, another login link. All of them. Apart from this one is just for the website name, so you just put this and tutors. So after doing that, you click on save changes. That's what you do for literally all the pages. You will search for the old link and you replace with the new one. So let's refresh. You had refresh it with Control F5 to refresh everything, but the cache, so to just load it as a new website without saving any images yet. So now look at the login link. Now look at below. So when you click on it, login, because you don't have any account.tutors, so I should literally delete that account.tutors. So what I should delete now is anywhere I have account dot, I'm going to delete it. So how am I going to delete all of them? I searched it and replace with nothing. So now let's go back and do the hard refresh again. Control F5. So now when you click on the login link, now you see where it takes you to, just like the other one works. So this is how you do it. If you go back here, it will take you here. So this is where you do the redirect, so that when someone clicks to go back, it doesn't take them here. That's if you don't want to use this front end. If you want it to take them to, if you want it to take them here. So for that to work, you actually have to, you need to have a subdomain, not a directory, not a folder. So the website needs to be installed in a subdomain. So let me show you where you do the redirect, and just come here. Come to redirect, and this is permanent, all public. So this is, let's say this is your account.domain.com where you install that script. Now you want, when somebody clicks on it, it should redirect them somewhere else. So you want it to redirect to the main website. So when someone clicks on this, it redirects them to the main website, which is, let me say this now is the main website. So you have to put HTTPS dot. So if you do it, when someone clicks on the add, when someone clicks on this, go back, to take them there. So that's how your redirect is set up, and it works permanently. So for the script settings, let me just give you a sneak peek into it. So to get into the script, you just put admin/admin, take you to the admin login. So the logins, sorry, not here, tutors, that's where we installed it, /admin. Okay, so it's opening now. So let's look for the admin login here. Okay, so this is the admin email. The password should be 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's see if it's actually the password. It's not the password. Okay, so that leads us to learn one thing new again. So now you cannot actually guess the password. So come here, click on edit. On the password, you select encrypt. So you put any password on and click on go. So let's see if that works. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Alright, that works. So we are in the admin, and this is just how it looks like. See all the settings. So first thing, you go to the site settings. So this is where you set the logo, icon, admin. Is well understandable for you. Everything here is simple to read and understand. Enable this, disable, enable, anyone you want to. The rules are simple. So secondly, for the pages, that login pages especially, so that please, that name showed, you can edit these things if you are using this front end, but if you want to use your own front end, you don't need to set up all these things. So you just need to go to only the login pages, which is on pages login. So I want to show you that mistake where it can be corrected. So welcome back, sign in to continue. So this is where you put your actual site name. Sign in to continue to tutors, user panel, you save changes. You do the same thing for the registration page to make sure everything is personalized, customized to your taste. Save changes. So that's probably how everything is done. Then email settings, you create an email. Is where you connect that email account to your site so that when they send messages, it works. So you will see the details here already. Email, password, host is usually the name of the site, visit as host, and every other thing is easily understandable here. Okay, so nothing much. So let's go back to the folders. Let me show you all those things I have to edit. So you see the login.html, statistics terms. So you can edit all these things and replace them with the same process. Find and replace, find and replace. That's how you do. Find and replace the previous link with your own link. That's how you do for all of them, and you are done. I don't think there is so much, but if there is more that you would like to know, do well to ask me. Thank you for paying attention, and I'll be always here to listen to you. Thank you.